No, I repeat.
Yes, you are right.
Yes, you are you are always joking. You are always tricking me. But anyway, you understand, right? You will see it, this new video, then you're gonna tell me your feedback, and I'm gonna
Okay, okay.
yes,
I, I I didn't hear the part of the video.
yeah. You're gonna watch a new video, and then you
Okay.
are going to tell me all that. I am going to give you a particular feedback for your personal uh, the way you speak in order to suggest you what words you should use. You see what I'm going with this?
Yes.
Cool. Cool. I will try. I want to see a new video with you, something that you haven't seen. And did we see the Mona Lisa video? We didn't see the Mona Lisa video, right?
Right, teacher. Yes, I don't remember.
Well, in your case, yeah, I know that, for example, Carlita, Jessie, and Nelsie, you haven't seen this video. But
No,
what
we
about
need
Silvana
it.
and Nice?
Yes.
Perfect. Oh, excellent. Because I have the vocabulary for this video, but it's new for everybody. So I want to see something new for everybody. Let's watch this one. The name of the title of the video is How the Mona Lisa Became So Overrated. And with this, we are going to understand the vocabulary rate. In order to understand the word overrated, this word over here, we need to understand what is rate. So let's go to the vocabulary, to the dictionary, and let's see the word rate. As a verb. Rate. Me too. Help me with definition, Jessica.
Rate. Rate. To have or think that somebody of something has particular level of quality, value, etc.
ATC. What is ATC?
I am not sure, etc.
ATC is Spanish. Show your pros. We have seen this before. Remember, how do you say this in English?
I don't remember, teacher.
You don't remember this word? We have seen it very many times.
Etc.
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 Yes. So read again.
To have or think that somebody of something has a particular level of quality, value, etc.
That sounds majestic. Very good. So having this in mind, let's talk about quality. If you think this coffee has very good quality, then you are rating this coffee. That's the origin of the word rating when you are talking about music and videos, you know, like we're watching the MTV rating of this or the rating of a TV show. How many people will like a TV show? That's precisely the rating of it. Do you understand rate?
Yes.
Thank you, Elsa. Thank you for showing signs of life. So we understand rate. If we use it in passive form, we obtain
Rated.
perfect, Isaac.
It is
Rated.
a regular verb, no?
It's a regular verb. For example, this sentence, the university is highly rated for its research. It means that the university is really well approved or really well accepted for its research. You see what I mean? What happens if something is more rated than it should? In previous classes, we saw a prefix to talk about things that were more than they are supposed to. Who remembers this? For example, when we were talking about the number of what's the name? Diagnosis. The number of diagnoses that that ADHD received. The doctors who thought ADHD was too diagnosed or too much diagnosed, very well done. The doctors who thought that was diagnosed excessively thought that the illness was
overdiagnosed.
excellent. The illness was overdiagnosed. So if I think that something is better than it's supposed to be, how would you, what am I doing with this?
Overrating.
Fantastic. I am overrating the object, or the object is overrated. So there are some people that consider that Mona Lisa is overrated because there is really no artistic value on it. Technically, other paintings from Da Vinci have much higher quality and much higher complexity than just the Mona Lisa. So why everybody loves it? Why everybody thinks Mona Lisa is so important? That is the construction of the thesis for the video. Why is Mona Lisa so overrated? Do we understand the context of the video?
Yes, teacher.
Let's watch it. After we watch it once, I'm going to take your opinions and then I'm going to take notes of it. When we finish, I pass you vocabulary, okay? 1, 2, 3, action.
Teacher, I don't know if it's only me, but I hear the a lag in the audio.
Yeah, no,
but I don't know if it's only me.
It's everybody, girl. I am not in my house right now, and this connection today was really bad. I'm sorry. I hope you can see the video a little bit better. I promise I'm gonna be home tomorrow. Okay. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna pass you. I hope you can see the whole video, and anyway, I'm gonna pass it to you later. Okay.
Thank you.
So let's listen to it.
If you want praise of Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa as If you want praise of Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa as art, you can find it.
Indeed, the interplay
This
of
work
light
of
and
Renaissance
shadow reflects
mastery,
the
this
duality.
enigma, hide and
Again,
illuminate, but with a smile.
But what if you think it's just fine? What's the cynic's explanation for the Mona Lisa? Why is the Mona Lisa so famous? Is it really that much better than Da Vinci's Lady with Ermine? That seems better. There's one more Ermine. But it's Mona who is so famous that the director of the Louvre, where Mona Lisa lives, said 80% of their visitors are only there to see that one painting. If you don't think Mona Lisa is famous just because she's somehow 10 times better than every other painting, her story reveals something more interesting. Something about how art breaks into wider culture, and it might never have happened if the Mona Lisa hadn't disappeared. Before Mona Lisa became a mass culture star, before she vanished, one critic made her a work of art worth taking, and he was so over the top, insanely in love with the painting that he single-handedly made it a masterpiece. Walter Pater's 1873 book, The Renaissance, was key. It came out more than 350 years after Leonardo painted Mona Lisa, but it defined the painting for Victorians. That was key in an age when it was hard to actually see the art, so the words did the work. Here is the epic semicolon-stuffed paragraph at the center of his Ode to Mona Lisa. Highlights?
The animalism of Greece. She is older than the rocks among which she sits. Like the vampire, she has been dead many times.
This was the purplest prose of all time, but people loved the stuff. Oscar Wilde thought the essay's writing was great. He praised the musical of the mystical prose, and every general interest profile of the Louvre, from academic guidebooks to discussion clubs in Paducah, used Pater's words to talk about Mona. Other critics jumped on. Mona was a popular, secular painting that they could analyze. Unlike Da Vinci's Last Supper, they could supply all the meaning. But even at her peak, Mona Lisa was just art world famous, not the most famous painting of all time. In 1907, a vandal at the Louvre targeted a picture by Ingres, not Da Vinci. And in 1910, amidst rumors of theft, papers called Mona just the second most famous painting in the Louvre, after Raphael's Sistina Madonna. It took a real theft to take Mona from art syllabus highlight to mass culture icon. These are Vincenzo Perugia's fingerprints. This is Vincenzo Perugia's mugshot. He has one because on August 21st, 1911, the former Louvre worker lifted the Mona Lisa off the wall and took it home. It took the Louvre a day to even notice, but the media didn't have as subdued of a reaction. The painting went missing for 2 years, and every time the press, often quoting Pater, called it the greatest portrait there ever was. They speculated that Mona's smile had driven the thief mad, they wrote art thief fan fiction, and they constantly daydreamed about Mona Lisa's whereabouts. Thousands went to the Louvre just to see empty hooks hanging on the wall. The robbery and manhunt were like a 2-year ad campaign for the painting. And because you couldn't just Google Mona Lisa before it was stolen, it was hard for people to see the actual painting and say, what's the big deal? When Perugia was caught, he said his goal was to bring Mona back to her native Italy. By then, she was the most famous painting in the world, due, in part, to her absence. Just as critics could smear prose on her blank face, the press could hang a reputation on those empty hooks in the wall. When Mona Lisa was stolen, she left a masterpiece. After her recovery and a 2-week tour in Florence, she returned to the Louvre bigger than just art. She was a story and a legend and prominently shown in every paper that reported her recovery. It was the big reveal after 2 years of suspense, now with a story that merited Walter Pater's hyperbole. From that point on, she attracted presidential speeches and parodies.
Also come to pay homage to this great creation of the civilization which we share.
The momentum never stopped. In the end, the cynic's interpretation and the gobsmacked critic's interpretation have something in common. Mona Lisa isn't a portrait, but a blank face, a place for critics to paint meaning, and people to find mystery. That's why she was so famous, not because of how she's painted, but what we see in her. If that's not art, then what is? I found one 1909 description of the Mona Lisa that seemed particularly prescient. The writer said, even those whose first expressions is, huh, and proclaim frankly that they cannot see her beauty or her interest, find themselves disputing hotly over both. That's probably still the case today.
I really like this video. That's a very complex video, but he is narrating in a very complex way, and I want to know how much you understood. I'm going to give you each 2 minutes to give opinion. Are you ready? Okay, so we are going to begin with, where is Carla? Carla left up, okay. Speaking exercise. Oh, 9, 10, 20, 22. Number 1, let's begin with Isaac. Isaac, you have 2 minutes to talk about what you understood and what's your opinion. Are you ready?
No, I didn't understand it, but let's see.
Let's see how much. Let's see how much. I start when you start.
Okay, sure. Let's do it. Well, the main idea or the main point of this video is to discuss why is the Mona Lisa so famous. So I think that at the beginning of the video, it is compared with another Da Vinci's painting. So they don't understand it. Well, the people who is provide us this information doesn't know if it is something really better than the other painting. I don't remember the name, but then I think that there is a lack of information in my brain. But I just understand that if the Mona Lisa became more famous when it was stolen from the museum, because one that they recovered it, there was a story behind of the painting. So I understand that the person, sorry, that stole it, wanted to take it back to Italy, if I'm not wrong. And so it helped to increase the how to say, the popularity of this painting. And it was interesting also at the beginning that I think that it was also mentioned that about 80% of the visitors of the museum are there only for that one painting. No? So it was incredible. I mean, I think it's not so. It's good. It's something. It's a really important painting. However, I think that is not the best. There are more interesting paintings or with maybe more complex paintings also. So I don't know why it is so famous.
Nice. Yeah, you were looking for words. That's pretty interesting to see. I had some comebacks and throwback from the past. No?
Sure there are.
Interesting. Okay. Next, let's go with Elsie. I start when you start.
Okay. Well, the video is very hard for me. I don't understand a lot of words, but the video talk about that there is a lot of there is a question that is, why is the Mona Lisa so famous? If there are another paintings that many people think that are better. And the next idea that I got is that a worker of the museum stole the painting, and 2 years after, the painting was recovered, and the person who stole the painting tried to said that he only was trying to send the painting from the original nation, but he tried to solve the painting, but I don't know the person who I don't know how to say it, but they tried to solve the painting, and I infer that it was only an excuse.
You understood a very interesting part of the video. Yes. And it was his thought, and at the end it was like yes, an excuse. Even though it was stolen, at the end there was no permission to do that. But good. Opinion. In brief words, what would be your opinion, Elsa?
About the why is so famous the painting? Well, when I took art class in the university, my teacher teach me that many people talk about the smile, and it was a controversy that if she is smiling or just serious, and I know that, and I think that is the main point that this painting is so famous.
Very good. Perfect, Elsa. Good job. Silvana. I start when you start. What did you understand on the video?
Okay. Okay. I'm ready. What I understand is that the video talk about why does the Mona Lisa is so popular, and there explain a lot. A lot of maybe possibilities, like the well, I have known that many people talk about, like Elsie say, about the smile, but also that if you look at the painting from one side to another, there are differences between there are differences in the way that the Mona Lisa looks. And it's also the most popular painting on the Louvre Museum. And also one of the questions that many people has is the identity of the Mona Lisa, because there are a lot of I forgot the word. A lot of
Theories?
what?
Theories?
Theories?
Theories.
Yeah, a lot of theories that the Mona Lisa was a neighborhood of Da Vinci, that it was a girlfriend, that she was also pregnant because the way that she collocate her hands, and also the smile, if she's smiling or just it is just the way that Da Vinci wanted to see her. And I think that's all.
Okay. You gave me your opinion, but you didn't tell me what you understood from the video.
Okay, well, that it's a famous painting, but the video has a comparative about other picture or other paintings of Da Vinci and other paintings on the Louvre, that maybe the technique are better, but for somehow the painting that is more interesting for many people is Mona Lisa, maybe because someone took it away. I don't know how to rob. Is it? No, maybe because someone rob it on the many years ago, or maybe because it was the last painting of Da Vinci's, in Da Vinci's life, and then he go to a home far away and just had that painting to look at. Or I don't know if that's on the video or just what I have.
You saw a very different video.
Yeah.
You saw another video. I don't know what video you saw, but that's some important information. Now you made me more curious about it. Okay. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's go now to Jesse. Jesse, you have 2 minutes to tell me what you understood from the video.
Yes, I understood about the video that the Mona Lisa paint become so famous because it stole. It was stole. I am not sure. It was stole. And disappeared for 2 years. And I think the video say that the people have to imagine, because they visit the museum a lot, and they look at, I am not have to say, they look at where the picture, the paint, sorry, it was, and they have to imagine, because the video say that nowadays you can find a picture in internet, but in that time not, and that's all I understood, and I think that it's so famous because only was stole. And about my opinion, I don't know a lot of about art and paint and paintings. So I think that exists better paintings.
Mona?
Yes. For example, I don't know how to say in English. La noche estrellada.
The Starry Night.
Yes.
From Van Gogh.
Yes. For example, when I knew about the history of Van Gogh, for me was really interesting.
I'm taking notes, eh?
Yes.
Right. Very interesting. Okay. 2 minutes is the limit of the official exam that we need to be trained on. So you need to try to cover everything in between within that time, both the comprehension and your opinion in a concise way. That's the reason I'm going to start giving you just 2 minutes to talk. Okay, take that into consideration when you speak. Even when you have only 2 minutes, try to slow down a little bit to consider your structures and to self-correct yourself. Self-correct yourself, that's redundant. Wait, to self-correct. That's because we need to speak with correct structure, to think about our words, and take your time. Take your time to remember words that you really need to do. For example, remembering the word theory, for example, or trying to say words like each other, or verifying if you need to say as versus like, and checking the difference between these two. That's the difference between an intermediate speaker and an advanced speaker, the detail. That with this, and talking about detail, we need to check the conjugation of verbs. Those conjugations, definitely, we need to study those verbs because we are saying verbs in past when we need verbs in simple form, and we are saying verbs in present when we need verbs in past. We are forgetting the S at the end, and some mistakes that are considered basic mistakes. So slow down, don't rush. I know they are 2 minutes, but they are 2 minutes for perfect speech, not for the biggest quantity of information. Now, something important is paying attention to the listening. And a tip that we were talking about in a long time ago, something that happened to previous groups, is that one of the mistakes that they have in the exam happen when they have information from the topic that was not in the audio, but they know about it. For example, if I hear an audio about English teaching and I have information about English teaching, it's probable that my information and my experience is going to affect my comprehension because I know some information about it, and I will stop listening to the real information that we have there. So it's very important to really listen what is the point on the video and what is the investigation telling you, you know? That in the case of Silvana, no, when she was talking about some topics that were not in the video, actually none of the information was in the video, but she had a lot of information about it. So be careful with those topics. On the other hand, I think we have a lot of very good listen in general. Like in the group, I can see very good points of listening. So the biggest issue here is structure, and that's in general for everybody. Speaking is getting affected by not considering chunks and not considering vocabulary and not considering structure, conjugation of verbs, etc. So be careful on that one. Okay. The idea is that I'm going to send you this transcription corrected in And I need you to take notes of every single point that I give you and consider this for the next speaking exercise. Okay. Your vocabulary for this video is somewhere. Now check. This is Harry Potter. Mm. I need to find it. Let me find it and I will send it to you.
Teacher,
Yes, I see.
could you please resend the, how was its name? The PDF with all the structures and everything?
Oh, the
The,
structure.
the structure work, please.
Yeah, sure. Actually, in the welcome emails that you received, there is a link for download. Did you?
I think that there. What?
Yeah, check it, as Silvana says. There's
No,
a.
but I didn't receive it.
No?
The welcome email. No, yes, told me that there were some issues with the email.
No.
And I didn't receive it. Yeah, I think. Let me check.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to check tomorrow with her. If she sent it, then I'll pass to you. If you don't receive it like 1 o'clock, then I'm gonna send it to you on WhatsApp.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, don't worry. So I have to send you that. I will have to send you your vocab, and that will be it for today. Got it? Good job. Very good job, guys. I will see you tomorrow with the next exercise done.
But that's it for today.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
There's a lag, right? I think there's a lag. I promise I will have better connection
Yes.
tomorrow.
Are you going to send us the video?
Sure, the video and the vocab. Let me send it to you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Have a wonderful night. Welcome back.
Thank you.
See you
Thanks.
again.
everyone.
And by Elsie and by Yes. Thank you for coming.
Bye, see you.
Bye-bye.